Put your hands together and we're gonna start the party.
I'm ready to party!
The Elvis Duran After Party.
Can we do this? Are we clacking?
Clickety clack? All right, we're on the clickety clack. You are ready to go.
All right, ready? Is this what is this?
Best
is
stuff. Future best stuff.
Okay.
No swearing.
Well, look what the cat dragged in. It's the After Party Podcast.
Hey! We're back, baby.
You know, we talk about travel a lot, and I got to say, in life, I really don't have any regrets, but last time we went on a vacation, I met someone who made me rethink that.
Oh.
He was a host at this hotel we were staying in, a kid from Paris. He and his girlfriend have a little apartment in Paris. But he has decided in his youth, he's like 22 years old, he has decided he is going to continue this career around the world in the luxury travel business. He's working at all like the best hotels, starting at the very bottom rung, working himself up through the ranks.
Wow.
And then he was in Greece at this great resort. And just a kid, he's learning. And he'll spend 6 months in a place and he'll leave and go to another one.
Oh, my God.
And
it's like White
it's
Lotus.
totally acceptable. Totally acceptable. What's that?
It's like White Lotus. It's
Yes.
the same thing. That's awesome.
He started working at George Cinq, which is what the Four Seasons Hotel in Paris, it's one of those hotels. And he actually ended up learning how to be on the wait staff in their very, very expensive restaurant, right? Huh. So he learned from the best of the best in hospitality. Then he's at this resort. Now he's got another one lined up in the Caribbean. Now he wants to go to Southeast Asia and work over there. And that's his life. His girlfriend's just going to be at home waiting for him when he's done with his 6-month run. Can you imagine a life like that?
That's awesome.
I imagine it all the
amazing.
time.
Yep.
Yeah. Like how fun that would be. Just pick up and go somewhere else, learn about it, and move on.
My son Spencer's talking about that right now because he was like,
Really?
you know what, Mom? Yeah, because technically he's graduated college, but he's going back for his master's. And then he's like, and then after that, he goes, I don't know. He goes, I could see myself living in different parts of the world for a couple months here, a couple months there, or a year here, or a year there. I'm like, do it. I said, if that's what you want to do it.
Yeah.
Well, as a person my age, it's not as feasible. Plus, I mean, who wants to hire, the old guy? But just listening to him talk about the possibilities everywhere he knows he wants to go, you can hear the passion.
Oh, yeah.
He's fired up, man. And I was thinking, after a drink or two, I'm thinking, how sad am I? I really wish I would have done that before we started this career that we're all doing.
Yeah.
These careers are pretty great, though. I
Yeah.
gotta say,
Yeah.
we're still pretty lucky.
And you could actually, if you really wanted to, I said it before, if you wanted to go someplace for a month, but you just would have to bring your little setup with you and do the show.
Yeah.
Do the show
No.
from there.
But I just want to work at my own pace, do something totally different.
Oh, okay.
I guess I could travel the world and be Walmart greeter, just greeting at all the Walmarts like around the globe.
You could
Sure.
do that.
Yep. You could do that.
That's what my dad should do. My dad should totally be a Walmart greeter.
All right.
It's got to take a lot, though, to just pick up and leave. Like, when I was in Anguilla, we met a family who had a restaurant in Pennsylvania. And they just said, you know what? We have this successful business. We're just going to close up shop, and we're going to try our hand at starting all over again in Anguilla. And luckily, it worked out for them. But they're there permanently. They picked up their entire life and just moved. And I was just in awe. My mind was blown. I'm like, how do you just leave everything behind in one space and go to this next area?
It's actually, the way this guy was describing it, it sounds easy. You just pack a bag and get a job and
It
go.
is.
That's
I
really
was
it.
I was checking out at a restaurant the other night and spoke to some lady. She had lived in Hawaii. We started talking about Hawaii, and then she was here, and I'm like, how did you get from Hawaii to here? And she said, I sold everything I own. I just take some clothes with me, and I stay at an Airbnb.
Yeah.
She said, and I'll go from 6-7 months at a time and just do that over and over. And she said that she was choosing her next location now.
I think the problem we have is the lifestyle that we all have.
right now.
Yes.
It's,
and we
it's
own too much crap.
That's it.
Exactly.
Less
It's
material stuff.
There's,
Yeah.
you know, like I told you, I've been reading all about like people a couple hundred years ago. They literally had the clothes on their back and maybe a case of like a toothbrush and toenail clippers. Like that was it.
Yeah.
Like that was the sum total of their possessions. Anything else that they needed, somebody would let them borrow or they'd buy along the way. They could pick up and move at the drop of a hat, which they didn't even have half the time.
But you're taking chances by doing that.
No, you're not. You're
really.
living life.
I mean, we've like filled our lives with all these anchors, like all this stuff.
Junk
and then we
things.
wonder, why can't I
Right.
sail? Well, you've anchored yourself in the dumbest ways ever. That's crazy.
Yes. Dumbest ways. Surrounded by crap. It's just crap.
So,
Truly.
But anyway,
my a friend I met, I think I mentioned here, he flies for Delta, right? So he was here. He was based in out of JFK for the last year or 2 years or something like that. And he's like, you know what? I've had enough of New York City. I want to move to Salt Lake. Will you help me move? And I'm like, oh gosh, yeah, I want to help this guy move. He rented a car and had clothes and a couple of things that he has gotten from different towns along the way. I'm like, well, where's the rest of your stuff? He goes, no, I'll just get it there.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Like it's just stuff.
That's what
It's
my
just
mother-in-law
stuff.
did. My mother-in-law moved from England at one point she was moving to France, but they were going to live on a houseboat. So they basically got rid of everything, and she lived on this houseboat for years and years and years, and it was just, on the side wherever you park your boat. And anytime I would say to my husband, well, what should we send your mom? He would say, well, you can't send her anything. He's like, she doesn't need it. She lives on the boat. She's living with less material. I mean, she's back in a house now, but that's what they did. And you know what they did? They bought little properties and they flipped them. And that's what they did to make a living while they were out there. I mean, it was brilliant.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
look at Scary. He's bewildered.
Because then I'm thinking about all the junk I own. I just bought a porcupine quill lamp made of real porcupine quills.
Scary. You can take that with you around the world.
But I'm saying, but that's just one piece of thing that I own, and I've been buying these little things, and now you're saying like, oh, just leave it all behind, just sell it, get rid of it. I feel like I'm so well entrenched into this area now. I am anchored to this place, and
You're
never
anchored to this place with your garbage pail kids collection. I don't know. I mean, is that really what's anchoring you and keeping you from just flying around the world and meeting new people and learning new cultures and blah, blah, blah?
That too. Yeah, I have all this stuff now that I feel responsible for. I mean, it's not human life.
Well, okay. To be fair, we all have too much stuff. You're not alone.
Garbage,
For sure.
But when I was talking to this kid, I was sitting there listening to his stories and just where he wants to go in this world and how excited he was about this future he knows nothing about yet. And I'm thinking, God, how friggin' awesome for him, Yeah. So, funny enough, I connected him with another friend of mine who started out his career in hospitality in Bali, and now they're connected.
Ooh.
And now they're going to get together. He's going to go to Bali and visit this guy, maybe go work for him.
Wow.
We had
There you
a listener who fell in love with Universal Orlando when we sent them on a trip. Fell in love with one of the hotels there, picked up her whole life, moved to Universal Orlando, and wound up working for one of the hotels because that's
Why not?
and that's where she lives now, and that's what she does. She loved it.
Why not? All right. So if not you, maybe your niece or nephew or someone who's young in your family or in
I
your
don't
world.
think you're too old to do it. I think you can still totally
No.
do this.
Oh, you know me.
I had an Uber driver in Las Vegas the last time I was in Vegas. He said that when he turned 70, he just decided. He said he had all his family had moved away and gone places. He moved to Vegas, became an Uber driver. Said he's never been happier.
There you go.
Wow.
Do it, Duran.
All right. I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to be an Uber driver. Luckily, I don't have a lot of stuff tying me down.
Not at all.
The Elvis Duran After Party.